each other in the standings currently. As you get closer to the Big 12 tournament, this is one you're definitely going to want today.
You cannot see two different games than we saw in the doubleheader on Friday night. The first one was a wild game that Baylor won, full of errors between the two sides, and a pitcher's duel in game two by Kansas, 1-0.
Yeah, we normally don't see the pitchers duel when you watch Kansas play Baylor as well. They're both going to put up their runs. However, a few errors, wild pitches, and it just came down to Baylor winning late in the game.
Kansas with 5 errors. Baylor took the game 1 8-7 over the Jayhawks. A good win for the Baylor Bears. And then in game 2, it was really Blakely Barber who set the tone for the Jayhawks.
Blakely Barber worked ahead of the count, kept the Baylor Bears off balance, and Kansas came away with game 2.
All right, game 3, the decider, coming up next between the Bears and Jayhawks. Stay with us here on ESPN+. It's a perfect afternoon here in Lawrence, 73 degrees, 66% humidity. Winds just picking up a little bit, blowing out of the south, kind of towards the field pole. Again, we expect rain on Sunday. That's why we played a doubleheader on Friday and the final game of the series on Saturday instead of Sunday. Glenn Moore brings his Bears in here in his 26th year in over 1,100 career wins, 9th most among active Division I head coaches. And this is a starting lineup. Leah Cran playing first base, hitting cleanup. Big day yesterday, 2 of 6 with a double, driving in a run. Brooklyn Carter leads things off in center field. She's a real speedster on the bases and certainly makes things happen for the Bears offense. They will see Kaylee Washington for the Jayhawks in the circle. Washington, we saw her a little bit on Friday. What do you expect from Kaylee Washington this afternoon?
Yeah, Kaylee Washington has the most innings of this Kansas pitching staff. She will throw to all quadrants of the strike zone. She does have a curveball screw, will go up in the zone, and you can freak that off speed as well.
We talked about game 1 on Friday was not picture perfect, but I don't think Glenn Moore and the Baylor Bears were apologizing at all, were they?
A little bit of a rough week for the Baylor Bears. They dropped Lamar and UT Arlington earlier. For them, winning game 1 in this series was definitely a positive, and I think they'll take anything that they can get.
You saw the Kansas defense there. Caden Stafford at third base. Wallace will be in left. Bailey Amezcua behind the plate. Otherwise, the lineup looks very similar to what Kansas has used this year. Here's Brooklyn Carter to lead things off for the Bears. She was on base 3 times on Friday. First pitch is a strike. Glad you're with us from Lawrence. Bears in their clean whites. Jayhawks in all blue here on Alumni Weekend. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Kaylee Washington. Away. Slap to first. Anna Souls there. No problem. One away.
The right fielder, number 77, Samaya Jones.
Samaya Jones, who drew a walks in game 1, stole a base. Another one of those speedsters. The top of the lineup for Baylor. Washington misses high. Ball 1. Washington just misses again. 2-0. Three and out of Samaya Jones, the right fielder. She had a stolen base in game 1. Looks to the strike. Strike 2. Shane Jackson, our umpire behind the plate today. 3-2 pitch. Down low, and Jones draws a walk.
It's a really nice job by Samaya Jones. She's going to give an opportunity to Amber Tobin, who's up next, their leading RBI hitter.
Jones 10 for 10 in stolen bases this year. Bailey Amezcua with a good arm behind the plate. This will be a great matchup. Amber Tobin steps in now. Strike 1. Tobin had been red hot this season coming in, but for her first hit of the series. Snap throw to first. Jones is back. Counts 1-1. Foul away down the left field line. Think back to an old story. Rickey Henderson, who was a great base stealer in Major League Baseball for a long time. A rookie hitting behind him said that Rickey Henderson would say, where he got to the plate 2 or 4 or 5, and he went half a season before he figured out that he asked what Rickey Henderson was asking, and one of the coaches said, that's how many pitches he wants you to take before you swing. Ground ball, Haley Kripe over to first. Good play by Kripe. So with Samaya Jones there, do you need to take some pitches to let her see a little bit, maybe steal a base on her own before you swing away?
Yeah, I think you're definitely going to let her get her timing down. Haley Kripe to the backhand there. It's a great play. Knows Samaya Jones has the speed and goes 1 for out number 2 of the inning.
That was a long story to a short point, wasn't it? Up high, Dalia Cran. Number 4 hitter. Had an RBI double in game 1. Singled in game 2. Fouled away, 1-1. Washington changes leads there, but just misses 2-1.
It's a really good off speed right at the knees, where I wouldn't elevate too much from there if you're Kaylee Washington.
Up high. My question would be, so Amezcua sets up a little bit inside on that pitch. So the umpire is set up with her. That ball actually looks like it goes across the plate. Because Amezcua was set inside, it has to reach across. Does that, in the umpire's mind, move him outside, thinking, okay, that pitch maybe was outside because it didn't hit the target where she was set up?
Yeah, I think any time that a catcher is going to move their glove away from the initial spot, it's something that your home plate umpire is going to see and could affect location in a call, whether it's a ball or a strike.
So Cran draws a walk, and it's Faith Piper, the second baseman, stepping in. Washington misses there, 1-0. Inside 2-0. Piper with a big RBI double in game 1 in the 7th inning. Help lead Baylor to that win. Jayhawks bouncing back in game 2. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Good pitch from Washington, 2-2. Fouled away, still 2-2. 2 on, 2 down. Here in the top of the first, deciding game between Kansas and Baylor. I see those conference records and just how close these two teams are in the standings. Washington delivers down the left field line. Long way to go for Ava Wallace, and a nice play. The Bears leave 2 aboard. The Jayhawks coming to bat here in the bottom of the first.
Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas, we're not for profit. We're for Kansas and all Kansans. Blue collar, white collar, all the collars. We're not for profit. We're for Friday lights, Saturday bonfires, and Sunday roller skate lessons. You know what we're not for? Putting money above our members. We're not for profit. We're for something so much more important. You. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas, we don't have shareholders. We have neighbors.
Research at the University of Kansas improves lives worldwide. As a leading geology research organization, we do more than just study rocks. My team's world-class data helps farmers operate more efficiently so that they can save money and water. Take to the skies to reveal underground natural resources. And we test well water to ensure that communities can rest easy with each drink. Every day, KU breakthroughs create a stronger, safer world for you.
Goes Calvis, throw it, swing in a run, behind double.
Big conference. Jayhawks, you call it.
That's the third, great defensive. Jockey in the second.
The Big 12 up.
Base runner.
Jennifer McFalls and her Jayhawks coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. In her 8th season at Kansas, the former All-American shortstop, Olympic gold medalist. Presley Limbaugh, Ella Boyer, Anna Souls. 1, 2, 3. Kansas. Anna Souls with a monster day on Friday. This is Presley Limbaugh to lead things off. Looks at ball one. Limbaugh with a pair of hits on Friday. Looks at a strike. Strike two. Limbaugh takes it down the third base line, fair. And the Jays have their leadoff batter aboard.
The bat control from Presley Limbaugh on this hit. That pitch is on the inside part of the plate, and as you can see, she gets her hands inside, knows exactly where she wants to place it as a slapper, and gets things going for the Jayhawks.
There's Ella Boyer, who was having a great first here at Kansas. High in the air. Tovin calling for it. You can see that wind start to blow it out towards left field. Tovin hangs with it and makes a good play. Here's Anna Souls. A pair of two-run doubles in game one, plus a sacrifice fly for 5 runs driven in game one on Friday night. Looks at the ball from Cambry Krager. Into center, Brooklyn Carter drifts over to left center. Makes the play, and there's 2 away. We saw Krager on Friday. What do you look for this afternoon?
Transfer from Arizona State. She is their ace, typically going to throw the first and third game. She's going to use the curve. She'll go down in the zone and show an off speed as well.
Cadence Stafford. Short right. Faith Piper gathers it. And the Jayhawks leave one. We're going to the second. No score between Baylor and Kansas here in Lawrence.
Bears.
Here's Olivia Bittner. To a pair of walks on Friday night. Three freshmen in this Baylor lineup. It's got a home run from one of the freshmen. Ava Wallace right there for the line drive. One away.
The catcher, number 58, Avery Waddell.
Avery Waddell, the catcher, takes this one long and fouled on the left field line. She started the first game of the doubleheader. Drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. Scored a run after a single. High and tight. 1-1. Into right field. Linduff there for Kansas. They're two away.
The left fielder,
Gianna Gussman now.
Gussman.
Getting the start in left. She had a single and a walk in game one Friday night. Foul back 0-1.
In game one, she also made a headfirst diving play in left field, where she's starting today.
Covered a lot of territory, didn't she?
A lot of ground to cover over there.
This is outside, 1-1. Lays down a pretty good bunt. Perfect spacing. And Gussman gets the base hit.
Gianna Gussman is going to use speed as well. That's a perfectly placed bunt to be able to get on and turn things over for the top of this Baylor Bears lineup.
That'll bring up Brooklyn Carter. Who grounded out to first to lead off this game. Foul back 0-1. Showed bunt, but draws it back. 1-1. Down low, runner goes. Mezqua's throw. I think Gussman just slid right under the tag.
Initially, Gussman, it looks like she's on the outside part of second base, and as you can see, she just kind of slips by Haley Kripe at shortstop.
So runner in scoring position with two down, and a 2-1 count to Brooklyn Carter. Into center field and hit hard. That's off the top of the wall. Limbaugh does well to get it back in quickly to hold Carter to a single, but it's going to score a run. As Gussman comes in, it's 2-0 Bears. I don't know how that ball stayed back in play.
Brooklyn Carter gets all this one, and as you can see, hits the very top of the red. However, she doesn't care. She's pumped up on first base to continue things for the Baylor Bears, and they've just been aggressive. They've come out wanting to swing it. They've capitalized thus far pitches in the zone.
Head coach Jennifer McFalls makes a visit, and I think we're going to see a pitching change here. We'll take a break and reset when we come back. Baylor with a 2-0 lead over the Jayhawks here. Second from Lauren. We'll take over in the circle for the Jayhawks. She has pitched well in relief for Kansas this year.
Yeah, Lizzie Ludwig is going to use her defense. She's going to rely on that drop ball to get ground balls. She'll throw in an off speed in there. When Lizzie Ludwig gets ahead and counts, she's very effective.
Ludwig takes over for Kaylee Washington. She inherits a runner at first base in Brooklyn Carter. Just drove in a run with a long single off the top of the wall. And she'll face Samaya Jones.
If you're this Kansas defense, you're doing everything to go at Samaya Jones right now. You have Amber Tovin on deck, their leading RBI hitter in this offense.
Back to my story, do you give Brooklyn Carter some time to find a pitcher to steal second? Takes a long jump off first. Strike one.
Brooklyn Carter, the big jump there. You wonder if she's daring Bailey Amezcua to throw behind her, and she advances to second base.
This time Kansas sends Campbell Bagshaw behind her. 1-1 the count. Speed at first is distracting, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you always have to have in your mind that behind the plate you could pop up any moment to make a play.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Ludwig. Swing and a miss. Lizzie Ludwig with the strikeout. But the Bears pick up 2 runs. Marshall providing part of that offense, a solo home run. It's 2-0 Baylor as we go to the bottom of the second.
I think first and foremost, people know me as a basketball player, but it's a lot deeper than that. Through the community, I hope that kids can look to me as somebody they can lean on. I can be a support system to my partners, to Ameritrust. I hope that that they can rely on to be a good ambassador for their brand. And I hope that this partnership really helps a lot of younger kids make wise financial decisions. Ameritrust Credit Union, now serving Colorado.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Rock Chalk chants, the pride runs deep, flags wave high, wave the wheat.
Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
Level up your fandom in-store or online at rallyhouse.com.
Goes Calvis, throw it way out. Bring in a run, we got a double.
Big conference. You call it.
That's the third. Great defense. In the second.
The Big 12 up.
Base runner.
A good crowd here at Rocha Ballpark on Alumni Weekend, Alumni Day here. Many former players coming back, and we'll talk more about that here in just a moment. But good on a nice afternoon. The Jayhawks. Very proud history of softball here at Kansas. Haley Kripe will lead things off for the Jayhawks here in the bottom of the second, trailing 2-0. Outside for ball one. Kripe had a pair of hits in game one of the doubleheader on Friday night. High in the air down the left field line. Out of play. Kripe watches outside. One. Outside again, 3-1 to Haley Kripe. Hit hard down the left field line. Say goodbye to that one. Haley Kripe with a solo home run. It's 2-1.
Kansas home run for number 21,
Haley Kripe, the veteran shortstop, as you can see, getting a taste of water there. She goes up and gets that rise ball. That pitches up in the zone. That is great execution and barrel control by Haley, and what a way to get things going. They have struggled. This Kansas team relies on that home run ball a lot. They've struggled in this series, and they show it here in the bottom of the second.
Campbell Bagshaw steps in, checks her swing foul. I'm just thankful on the advice of producer director Curtis Lorenz that I've moved my car out of that left field area. Wind was blowing out, and the ball was jumping. 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Thirteenth home run of the year for Haley Kripe. A piece of it, but gathered by Waddell behind the plate. It's a strikeout for Krager.
Almost an identical pitch to the pitch she just threw to Haley Kripe. Campbell back bites on the rise ball, and Cambry Kreger just continues to work for the Baylor Bears.
Here's Ava Wallace getting the start in left field. Looks at a strike. She's already made a nice defensive play out there. Into center field. Carter goes back and watches it sail over the fence. Second home run of the inning for the Jayhawks, and we're tied at 2.
That's a Kansas home run.
Ava Wallace gets her opportunity yesterday to start in Game 2. She continues here in Game 3. This is her second home run of the year, and as you can see, she is enjoying it and ties things up for the Jayhawks here in the second. That one left the ballpark quickly.
Quick home runs for the Jayhawks. Have tied it up now at 2-2. And Kansas adds to its record pace of home runs on the season.
And really, we've talked about this all year, but Kansas produces 1 through 9, even in the bottom of the lineup. They do rely on that home run ball, and they get one there from Wallace.
There's Bailey Mezqua. She had a hit Friday afternoon. Looks at a ball from Kreger. Jayhawks started this series with every batter in the lineup hitting 300 or better. To Mezqua. Looks at a strike, 2-1. Strike called, 2-2. Third, Marshall up with it. Over to first in time, they're 2 away.
The right fielder, number 39, Ainsley Linduff.
Ainsley Linduff will step in. Always enjoy visiting with her family. Jack and Amy, great fans here of all the players. Hit Kansas, takes that one into left center field. That's going to be trouble. Linduff off the wall. On her way to second base with a double.
Ainsley Linduff gets all of this one. That pitch is on the outer part of the plate, and to me it looked like Brooklyn Carter was playing slightly in. Ainsley Linduff hits for power all of the time. She's never going to slap, and she catches one over Brooklyn Carter's head there to keep things going for the Jayhawks.
And it looks like the Baylor Bears are going to go for a pitching change. As Kansas has tied this game with a pair of home runs and a runner at second. We'll reset when we come back. 2-2 game now in Lawrence here on ESPN Plus. circle. We saw her on Friday, and she pitched well.
Yeah, Peyton Tanner, the transfer from Tennessee. They're going to see a little more off speed up in the zone. That is what Kansas has struggled with this year hitting, and they're going to go back to her to see if they can get out of the inning here.
Here comes Presley Limbaugh, who singled in the first. That extended her hitting streak to 5 games now. 6 hits in that span. She's hit safely in 8 of her last 9 games. So Limbaugh really setting the table for Kansas. Runner at second, 2 down. Limbaugh looks at a strike. Talking about all the great families that are hosted here in the tailgate. A lot of alumni there, but Presley's brother wanted to make sure that I knew that she was not a slapper in high school. She had plenty of power and could hit. And I said, I believe it. Takes that one into center field. Carter grabs it. And the Jayhawks are retired here in the second. But 2 home runs. Haley Kripe, Ava Wallace bring the Jayhawks even. We're 2-2 heading to the third here in Lawrence. It's a 2-2 ball game as we welcome in Jessica Demarest. Jessica mopping when she played here from 02 to 06. Jessica, thank you for joining us. A big day here at Alumni Day, and the 06 team being honored here. Congratulations, and what a great afternoon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, and it's a beautiful day for some softball, and our Jayhawks are looking good here in the top of the third. So
I think you bring them luck, because since you put the headset on, they scored 2 runs there. That 06 team was a special team, as we see a base hit from Tobin to center field. That 06 team was the lowest seeded team for Kansas to win the Big 12 championship. That sent you to the NCAA tournament, and I know that team is so close. Maybe was that the reason that you were so successful as a team?
Absolutely. I think chemistry absolutely had something to do with it. We came together at the right time, hit our stride there in the middle of the season, and took care of business when we got to the Big 12 tournament. So we still, I think I told you guys earlier, there's still about 6 of us that every summer we get our team, or not our team, but our 6 of us together, and all of our kids, and we go out to Branson and we stay there, and fly in from around the country. So we still have that chemistry today, 20 years later.
That's awesome. Jessica, thanks for being here. Obviously, you never got the chance to play on this field. You played on campus, but how does it feel to be here today and to come back and see just a beautiful day at the ballpark?
It's incredible. This facility is just light years ahead of what we played on. I like to say that, we paved the way for these gals to be able to play on such a beautiful facility. And it's a beautiful day. And this team is just doing incredible. I looked at the batting averages last night, and I think 6 or 7 of these gals are above 300, which is just the athletic ability of these gals is incredible.
Jessica, you have a really interesting story from Olathe South High School, and continuing your career, you played in Russia.
I did, yes.
Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yes. So after my senior year, I worked in the athletic department here, and I was fortunate enough to go play overseas. So I went to Russia for about 3 months and then came back, worked in the athletic department, and then was able to go back to Russia and play another 3 months. So was able to, I had to go to Russia to do it, but was able to continue my softball career, which was, we got to travel around the world, something that I wouldn't have done, had I not had that opportunity.
Leah Cran with a base hit. Now Baylor with 2 runners on and nobody out. It's great to see that, and now these young women can continue their careers. There are several leagues now in the United States, and USA softball. It's just the opportunities are just amazing, aren't they?
It is. I love to see it.
This will bring up Faith Piper, who flew out to left field her first time up. Looks at a pitch right in the corner from Lizzie Ludwig. When you see these players today, Jessica, you guys obviously were great athletes. The talent level just seems like it just keeps going up every year. You see more speed, better players, better pitching. It's really amazing how the game has evolved, I think, in the last probably 20 years. You've seen it obviously much closer than I have.
Yeah, no, I was actually, when we were on the field before the game, we were standing next to some of these gals, and I'm just like, wow, you guys are all tall and extremely athletic. When I was playing about 20 years ago, nutrition and, sports performance, those things were becoming a thing. And these girls started playing and having those opportunities to, learn about, be educated on what they're eating, be educated on, what's the right sports performance, weight training, all of that. So yeah, these are specimens out here, and you can see it when they're up to bat. I mean, just the pops on the bat, their bat speed, it's incredible.
Ground ball back to Ludwig, who'll go to first base to get the out. 2 runners advance, so there's 1 down with 2 in scoring position now for Kagan Marshall, who homered in that second inning. Jessica, it was really neat to see pregame. We saw the picture there of you with the team and your teammates, but the players really embracing you and the former players, and kind of wanting to hear some stories, and the interaction before the game I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm also sitting with the front row here. Is a couple of these girls played last year and the year before. Actually, Ashlyn was sitting here. I actually coached her growing up. She played for my dad, John Maupin, who started the Olathe Rockets organization. So she played there. So yeah, I mean, it's these girls are great. I mean, every time we come back for alumni weekend, they open up and let us in. And I got to take my son. He's a 7-year-old. And go to the locker room, and so it's cool to be able to come back and experience this and meet the new girls. Absolutely. 2-0
pitch now to Marshall. Ludwig delivers low, 3-0.
Jessica, out of your 2006 team, how many of you are here today to celebrate?
I think there was 5 of us that didn't show. Yep, from the 2006 team, there's about 5. So how many total here, girls? How many total girls? There's probably 12 of us. 10, 12? Yeah? Okay, yeah. 10 or 12. We have gals that flew in from California, flew in from Arizona. So Dro Rin from Oklahoma. I had a teammate stay with me last night with her kiddos. So it's really great that they have us come back. We did this for the 10-year reunion of the Big 12 tournament. Oh, she was out. No, come on.
Close play at second base. I think Jessica's asking for a replay.
Can we get a replay? Don't they do that now? They do replays.
They do, absolutely. Kagan Marshall with the base hit, and we'll take a look at the replay here.
Kagan Marshall, what a day that she's having. As you can see, that ball gets in on her hands, but she's strong enough as the freshman to bring it through. And I thought you might see head coach Jennifer McFalls there pop out, but you don't. And the Baylor Bears go up by 1 in the top of the 3rd.
Are you saying I'm not good luck anymore, huh, guys?
we may have to put you back in the upper deck. Can you introduce some of the players around you there?
Absolutely, yes. Let's go. We can start from the top here. We got Stevie. She came in from California. She lives near Sacramento. Craner here was one of our catchers. We got Nettie Fierros. She played third base for us. We got my first baseman right here. We called her the black hole. She just caught everything. Behind me is my shortstop. She threw out the first pitch, Destiny. And then we got Betsy here next to me. We got Sarah to the left of me, and Heather. So these are my gals. We all have 2+ children, I think, all of us. So doing the mom thing now.
It's a great family. I know you played second. I don't think you missed a game at second base, did you?
Yes, I think I started all 52 games, or not 52, but all 4 years started at second base. And I think Destiny started at all the games at shortstop. And yeah, so we came in as freshmen together and were able to keep those spots the entire 4 years.
This is Olivia Bittner looking at a ball, 2-1. Jessica, we certainly appreciate your insight, and congratulations on a great career, and welcome back to Lawrence, Kansas.
Thank you, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate
enjoy your weekend.
All right, thank you. You too.
Thanks.
On the ground to Haley Kripe, looks the runner back. Over to first in time, good play from Haley Kripe.
The catcher, Avery Waddell.
Keeps that runner at third, and Avery Waddell will step in now with 2 aboard, in scoring position with 2 down. Down low, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. On the ground to third, tough play. Stafford up with the ball, over to first in time. Wait a minute. Calling that a foul ball? That was a tough play from Cadence Stafford. Okay, it'll be 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Ludwig gets the strikeout. But the Bears retake the lead. It's 3-2 Baylor here in Lawrence. mattered in this game, vitally important for both of these teams. As you look at the Big 12 standings, both have overachieved, if you will, from their preseason rankings, but both these teams badly want to win this series.
Absolutely. As you get closer into the Big 12 tournament, head-to-head standings matter, especially who wins the series today. And seeding going into that tournament, you want the highest possible seed that you can so that you could potentially get a bye. But as you said, for both of these teams, they were preseason ranked 8th and 9th going in, and they're higher than that as we speak.
There's Ella Boyer to lead things off for Kansas in the third. Boyer popped out to short in the first inning. Peyton Tanner taking over in the circle for the Bears. Looks at a strike, 2-1. Just outside, 3-1. Great memories from that 06 team. It's funny, you know, we talked with Jessica before the game, and she remembers playing at BYU in the tournament at Provo. Remembers her near home run. Remembers who was off. Those are memories that probably, I have to believe, stay with you forever.
Yeah, there's memories in this game that will never go away, and some of the best times probably of her life. And as you heard her say, you know, she continues to meet with those teammates year in and year out. Looks like they dipped out on us, probably to go grab a drink or something fun.
Maddie Hayes will come in to run for Ella Boyer.
Your attention, please. Pinch runner at first base for Kansas, number 36, Maddie Hayes. Now batting the first baseman, Anna Soul.
There's Anna Souls, Kansas first baseman. Looks at a strike. Just outside, 1-1. Tanner misses outside, 2-1. Three and one now to the Kansas first baseman. Anna Souls draws a second straight walk. And here's Cadence Stafford. Popped out to second. 2 on, nobody down. Stafford fouls off a bunt. Able to draw back, 1-1.
See Peyton Tanner in this bunt situation. She's going to elevate to that rise ball, knowing that Cadence Stafford might try to lay down a bunt to get her to pop that pitch up.
And tied at the corners with nobody down. Stafford swinging away, fouls it back, and out of play. Two and two. Stafford works it to full count now. Anna Souls at first, Maddie Hayes at second. Line drive, and the Jayhawks are going to get doubled up.
The shortstop, Haley Cripe.
So really heads-up play by Amber Tovin. As you can see, she knows she has that one on the line, and Maddie Hayes thinks that it's going to be through for the first 2 outs.
There's Haley Cripe, who homered in the second inning. Ava Wallace would follow one batter later with another solo homer to bring the Jayhawks even. Baylor scored a run in the top of the third to take this 3-2 lead. 2 down for Cripe, 1-0 count. 2-0. Strike called, 3-1. All right, fouls it back, we're full. In the air to center field, Brooklyn Carter calling for it and makes the catch. The Jayhawks leave one on, and they trail 3-2 as we head to the fourth here in Lawrence.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days and a trailer backup guide that's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on the 2026 Tundra with $1,000 TFS APR cash. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Together, we're elevating our potential, our pride, our traditions, and our dreams. Together, we're opening up a whole new world of possibilities. Elevate your University of Kansas experience with Jayhawk checking from Central Bank. Central Bank and KU, elevating together.
Goes Calvis, throw it, bring in a run, we got a double.
Big conference. Jayhawks, you call it.
Big 12 up.
Base runner.
Lila Partridge will take over here in the top of the fourth for the Jayhawks. What will we see from her in the circle?
She is the freshman from California. She'll throw more north-south. She also has an off-speed to mix in there as well.
Gianna Gusman scored a run in the second inning. Takes the ball from Partridge. Just outside, 2-0. Gusman again, one of those three freshmen in the Baylor lineup. Partridge looking for the strike zone, 3-0. Looks at a strike, 3-1. Back into the crowd. Number 9 hitter draws a walk. And the Bears are in business again. Brooklyn Carter, the top of the order now for Baylor.
Baylor has done a really nice job up until this point of staying patient, making those Kansas pitchers come in the zone, and when they have came in the zone, they're aggressive and ready to attack.
Strike to Carter. Her single in the second inning brought home a run. Baylor with 2 in the top of the second, 1 in the top of the third. Gusman had a stolen base already today at first base and taking big jumps. Swing and a miss, good pitch from Partridge. On the ground to Kripe. She'll go to second for 1. Jayhawks able to get the lead runner. There's 1 down.
Haley Kripe knows she has time. She's going to go to second for the lead out. As you can see, Brooklyn Carter with speed there on first base. There's no question. Should be able to make it there.
There's Samaya Jones, the right fielder. Ball from Partridge. Runner goes. Mesko's throw to second is in time. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're waving safe. Yeah. Was Haley Kripe blocking second base? Let's see what.
To me, it looks like he is signaling obstruction. That means that Haley Kripe is not giving her a path to be able to get to the bag.
Okay. Carter is walking off. Let's see if we. I think there are 2 outs. Yeah, maybe got just a head start there. Should leave the bag before the ball is released. Yeah.
It does look like she's off the bag before the ball is released. And
so it is an out. 2 down now. And a 1-0 count to Samaya Jones. Megan Rabin, our first base umpire, was right on top of that, and that has got to be one of the toughest calls to see. She's in a great position to see the foot off the bag before the ball is released. Now 3-0 count to Smyah Jones. Strike 3-1. Strike called. Up the middle, Kripe. It's going to be a tough play either way. Smyah Jones has a lot of speed. And that ball was not hit hard.
To me, it looks like that ball gets on the hands of Smyah Jones, which creates a little bit of a spin for Haley Kripe. She's there in great fielding position, as you can see. I believe they count that a hit with Smyah Jones' speed.
Amber Tovin looks at a strike from Partridge. Tovin got in the books with a hit in the third inning. Scored the run that gave the Bears the lead, now 3-2. Down low, good stop from Amezcua. On the ground to second. Bagshaw up with it. Over to first. And the Bears are retired. Baylor leads at 3-2. As we enter the bottom of the fourth here in Lawrence.
In the top of the fourth, no.
TV. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand using the ESPN app. Blackout and other restrictions apply. For more information, go to ESPN.com/MLBTV. Beautiful day here at the Rocha Ballpark in Lawrence. The Jayhawks come to bat. The bottom of the fourth, trailing 3-2. This is Campbell Bagshaw. Looks at a strike from Peyton Tanner. Just outside 1-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. I got her.
The left fielder, Ava Wallace.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how you get on, and as you can see, Peyton Tanner tries to come inside. Campbell Bagshaw takes one on the forearm there. That probably feels maybe not so great on that forearm, but I'd take it today rather than yesterday in that cold weather.
So is Glenn Moore asking if that
Baylor is challenging that the runner was not completely in the box. The following play is under review.
Interesting. So I don't know if you heard that, but was the batter in the box when she was hit?
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is, was she over home plate when she was hit? As you can see, Campbell Bagshaw does look
that
like
ball just tailed inside on her, didn't it?
Yeah, it looks like she's trying to use that screwball a little bit. It does tail a little inside, and to get the Jayhawks rolling, you'll take anything you can get to get some runners on base.
Maybe Bagshaw was using the padding there a little bit. So our umpires are behind the fence taking a look. Good look at Ava Wallace, who homered in that second inning. One of 2 home runs for the Jayhawks. Tied the game till Baylor retook the lead in the third.
For Kansas in this offense, they have kind of struggled to get things going. They've been more aggressive. They rely typically on that long ball. They've had a couple today. But Baylor has done a nice job of mixing in that off speed to kind of keep them off balance. A really nice job here by Campbell Bagshaw to get things going and potentially turn things over to the top of that lineup.
We have a decision.
After review, the call stands. The runner is awarded first base for a hit by pitch. Baylor has 1 challenge remaining.
All right, so it's Ava Wallace who hit a solo shot in the second inning. A line drive to center field that made it a 2-2 ball game. Runner at first, nobody down. Strike from Peyton Tanner. Fouled away, it's 0-2. Ball stays alive. Wallace won't bite. 1-2. Good pitch from Peyton Tanner to get the strikeout.
The catcher, Bailey Amestra.
Peyton Tanner is going to frequent the off speed as she did in game 2 yesterday. As you see, she goes to it there to get the strikeout.
Here's Bailey Amestra, Kansas catcher. 1 down, 1 aboard. Looks at a ball. Strike 1. Strike 2. Let's go way ahead of that one. I mentioned to you yesterday with the way Peyton Tanner works, just gets the ball, gets the call, and throws. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play defense behind her.
Yeah, she has great command, is on a really good pace right now, and her pitch location is immaculate and has been the last 2 games. She's doing a really nice job of being able to throw to both quadrants of the zone to keep these Kansas hitters off balance.
Just misses there, 3-2. Amestra draws a walk. And the Jayhawks have 2 on with 1 down.
The right fielder, Ainsley Linduff.
Ainsley Linduff doubled in the 2nd inning. And takes ball 1. Foul back, 1-1. Have to get the Linduffs and the Griggs to maybe do a cooking segment for us between games of a doubleheader sometime. They put on a heck of a tailgate, I'm telling you.
Absolutely, and a lot of good food. What'd you have today?
Pulled pork sliders from the Linduffs. Two-one pitch to Ainsley. Into center field. Brooklyn Carter makes the catch. Runners stay. They're 2 away.
Presley Limbaugh.
Here's Presley Limbaugh, who just continues to get on base for Kansas. Singled in the 1st. Looks at a strike. Amazing how many of these players were coached by their dads through travel ball. Roy Limbaugh, who coached Presley, still has a team, a 12U team, without a daughter on the team. He just loves to coach and loves working with the kids.
Yeah, I think when you get invested in the game, you want to stick around. I know for myself, I've got a couple nieces and nephews, you know, play t-ball still and go out there. You want to hang around the game. It makes you happy, and that's why they choose to do it year in and year out.
And just the messages they talk about, you know, you see the young girls right next to the Kansas dugout and how much they look up to these players. The players take that to heart. They know that they're an example both on and off the field. Limbaugh swings through that one, 2-2. What a good crowd out here. They want front row seats, man, right next to that Kansas dugout. They're heroes.
It's definitely an icy day. It might not have been yesterday, but it is today.
It's still cheating putting the icy in the bag. I'm sorry. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Good pitch from Peyton Tanner. The Jayhawks leave 2 aboard. Peyton Tanner gets the big strikeout, and the Bears still have the lead. 3-2 here in Lawrence.
Need a second opinion? Look no further than Kate's Heating and Cooling. I was told that my 15-year-old furnace had a cracked heat exchanger by a local HVAC company. I wasn't convinced and wanted a second opinion, so I called Kate's, and I'm so glad I did. Their team conducted a thorough and professional free inspection with a combustion analyzer, and in 15 minutes, Kate saved me $14,000.
10-year manufacturer's warranty? Not here. With Kate's, you're covered for life. Kate's, where service makes the difference.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Rock Chalk chants, the pride runs deep. Flags wave high, wave the wheat.
Rally House, it's your city, it's your house, it's a Rally House.
Level up your fandom in-store or online at rallyhouse.com.
Goes Calvis, throw it, bringing a run. We got a double.
Big conference. You call it.
That's the third. Great defensive. Shockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
Everyone can use a little nap in the afternoon. We go to the top of the 5th. A nice afternoon here to Rocha Ballpark in Lawrence, Kansas. Leah Cran will lead things off for Baylor. Fouled back. Again, the final game of this series. Weather expected on Sunday, so we played a doubleheader Friday night that these 2 teams split. And now Baylor leading, deciding game 3, 3-2. 0-1 pitch. Tried to check, but fouled it away, 0-2.
Every single game in this series has been really close and really different kind of ball games. You know, in game 1, we saw not as many hits, a few errors in the cold weather, and a few wild pitches, and Baylor comes out on top. Yesterday we saw a pitcher's duel, and here, as you can see, another close one as well.
Didn't want to go. Strikeout for Lila Partridge.
Lila Partridge does a nice job, uses that upspin and that rise ball, and as you can see, that pitch is up out of the zone to get Leah Cran, for the strikeout.
Here's Faith Piper. Strike from Partridge. Piper was done in by a nice play from Ava Wallace in the first inning. Rounded out in the 3rd. 1-1. Talked about Baylor had lost 3 in a row coming into this series. Fouled back. Got it turned around in game 1. Glenn Moore didn't sound like was looking for style points in that first win, was he?
Yeah, I don't think so. When you've had the week that Baylor has had, sometimes they've struggled to finish late in the game, and that game really, really close. I think as a head coach, you're going to take anything that you can get to be able to get back in that win column and to provide some momentum and confidence for your players.
Fouled back by Piper. Out of play down the left field line. One-two pitch. Partridge with the strikeout, second of the inning.
Partridge does a really nice job with the off speed, as you can see on the outside part of that plate. Props to Bailey Amezcua. She gets really on the outside part of that pitch to be able to bring it back onto the plate for the strikeout.
Kagan Marshall has driven in 2 of the 3 Baylor runs. Looks at a strike. She homered in the second. RBI single in the third. That one hit hard but foul. One-two count. Home plate umpire Jackson running out of at 2-2. Kagan Marshall battling here with 2 strikes. Down low, we're full. And draws a walk. Good at bat for Kagan Marshall.
You can really just see the freshman Marshall. She's seeing the ball really, really well. Even on those foul balls, she's squaring the ball up even though they went foul, and she's had a really nice day today at the plate.
That'll bring up Olivia Bittner with 2 down, a runner on. Outside 1-0. Good pitch from Partridge. 1-1. High in the air to right. Linduff has got it. And the Bears are retired. We're rolling along here in Lawrence. 3-2. Baylor with a lead over Kansas. plenty of softball action to come. Next week, it's the border showdown between Kansas and Missouri. We'll have that for you here on ESPN+. The Jayhawks will take a road trip to Central Florida and then back home to take on Iowa State. We'll be back here for the final home Big 12 matchup. All here on ESPN+. This is Ella Boyer leading things off for Kansas. Boyer's walked 9 times in the last 4 games, including a season high 4 times in yesterday's first game. I think there's some respect there for the freshman.
Absolutely, and I think it's really important for her to be able to show that patience as a freshman as she continues on. If they pitch to her here, we will see, but to be able to walk 9 times in the last 4 games is saying a lot.
2-1 to the freshman. 3-1. Boyer swings and brings it full 3-2. "17 home runs on the season for Ella Boyer. Most ever by a KU freshman. Second all-time in a season. Boyer swings and fouls it back. Boyer draws another walk.
The first baseman, Anna Souls.
And here's Anna Souls. Looks like Boyer will stay at first. Shane Jackson reloading with softballs. And ready for Anna Souls, who walked in the 3rd inning, flew out in the 1st. Down low, 1-0. Fouled away. Good crowd today at Rocha Ballpark on Alumni Day. A lot of young fans in the stands, watching their top 25 Jayhawks.
Really, a day like today, it doesn't get any better. The sun's out, the wind's picked up a little bit, but just an absolutely beautiful day.
Two-one pitch. 3-1. Base hit, right center field. Boyer on her way to 3rd base. And the Jayhawks will have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Anna Souls keeps her weekend going. That pitch is down in the zone and away. As you can see, she gets around it. The Jayhawks have nobody out with runners on 1st and 3rd here in the bottom of the 5th. And as you can see, the crowd is ready to go here at Rocha Ballpark.
Aubrey Youngblood will come in to run for Anna Souls at 1st base. Ella Boyer is at 3rd. Here's Cadence Stafford, who had a home run in game 1 of this series. A tough line out in the 3rd inning. Nobody down. Strike 1 to Stafford.
see this Baylor defense is in. They're trying to protect and save that run on third base.
Good pitch from Tanner. 0-2. Stafford lays off, 2-2. Fouled back. Youngblood was moving at first. Waddell with the defensive signals. 2-2 pitch. I think that got her. The Jayhawks are going to have bases loaded with nobody down and Haley Kripe coming up.
Peyton Tanner is going to try to come inside again with that rise ball. As you can see, it just comes a little too inside. A really good at-bat by Caden Stafford, down in the count, works her way back to make something happen for Haley Kripe.
Haley Kripe has gone long once already today, a home run in the second inning. Bases loaded, nobody down. Kripe holds back, 1-0. Two and 0. Kripe got under that one. Short right field, that's trouble. The ball drops. And Stafford hustles into second base head first, nobody out.
To me, it looked like there the ball was just high enough in the air.
Infield fly rule has been called there, so Kripe is going to be out. Now, I think Jennifer McFalls is arguing what I thought was that that ball was past the infield, but take a look at where this ball goes into short right field, right between Faith Piper and Samaya Jones. Okay, no, the umpire immediately raises the hand. So that ball did drift a little deeper maybe than was expected. So it'll be an infield fly rule. So Haley Kripe is out, but the run will score, and we're tied at 3-3. Ella Boyer scores. Youngblood that was Caden Stafford sliding into second base. And the runners advance now. It's one down with runners at second and third. Campbell Bagshaw with an 0-1 count. Down low. Two on, one out. On the ground, tough play. That was a nice play at third. Now the Jayhawks are going to try and score a run. This slide is safe from Caden Stafford. Aggressive base running from the Jayhawks leads to a run.
Maybe a turn of events that Kansas didn't expect. As you can see, a ground ball to third base. And Kagan Marshall's all over it. A really good play by Baylor from here, getting Audrey Youngblood. But as you can see, Campbell Bagshaw rounds second, which allows her to get in a run down, and Caden Stafford takes advantage of it with nice base running.
Ball hit into the air and caught out there and left by Gussman. But the Jayhawks scored 2 big runs and take the lead 4-3 as we head to the 6th in Lawrence. Little Neil Diamond at Arocha Ballpark. It's been good news for the Jayhawks, who scored 2 big runs in the bottom of the 5th and take a 4-3 lead. Lila Partridge facing the catcher, Avery Waddell. That ball high and deep to left and gone. A long home run from Waddell. And Baylor's tied it at 4.
Avery Waddell wastes no time tying things up here in the top of the 6th. We've seen a lot here in these last couple innings, and as you can see, Lila Partridge is going to elevate. That's a really nice job by Waddell, getting the barrel to the ball at the very top of the zone, and she wastes no time there getting back on the board.
Gianna Gussman now grounds it foul. I guess if we could go back to that infield fly rule, and some fans may be asking, it's put in place so in essence a fielder with 2 runners on can't look like they're going to catch a pop fly and let it drop and then double up the runners, throwing say 3rd, 2nd, or 2nd, 1st, whatever, to keep the runners from getting doubled up. When that ball goes outside the and then runners at that point can try to advance at their own peril, correct, on an infield fly, but the batter is ruled out.
Yes, that is correct. The batter is ruled out immediately. when the umpire does signal that it is an infield fly, and the runners are allowed to advance at their own.
But they are not protected at that point. And you saw the umpire raise the hand immediately to call the infield fly. And I don't know if it went a little deeper than perhaps they had thought, but it did look like that ball was outside the infield. Swing and a miss from Gussman. It's 1-2 to her. I've seen that called twice in this series, actually.
Yeah, and I think, you know, as you get later in this game, obviously it's very clear this game, as the other two earlier on Friday, are going to come down to the wire. So every single call, challenge, or anything like that up until this point for the remainder of this game, I'm sure are going to be crucial for both of these teams.
Two and two to the number 9 hitter, Gussman. Top of the lineup, and Brooklyn Carter on deck. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Lila Partridge.
The center fielder, Brooklyn Carter.
This is a really nice job. After Lila Partridge gives up that home run, she comes right back, knows she needs to get that 9-hole for the strikeout, and shows that off speed to be able to do it.
So one down now for Brooklyn Carter, the Baylor center fielder. Bunts it foul. One and one. On the ground to Anna Souls. Gets a big hop and steps on first. They're two away.
The right fielder, Samaya Jones.
So Partridge will face Samaya Jones. Who has a hit in this game. Looks at a ball outside. She singled in the fourth, drew a walk in the first. Inside from Partridge, Jones gets out of the way. Hit hard, but right at Haley Kripe. A home run by Avery Waddell ties this game up at 4. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th here in Lawrence. Amezcua will lead off the bottom of the 6th for Kansas. Now in a tie ball game with Baylor, the 3rd and deciding game of this series. I think you can just kind of feel it in the air from both of these teams how important this game is and how badly each wants to win this series.
Yeah, both of these teams know that they need this game, and it's going to come down to the wire.
Kansas has won 4 straight conference series. Trying to make it 5. Baylor trying to get on the plus side of their conference record, take it to 8-7.
Yeah, Baylor came out and won their first 2 conference series earlier in the year, have dropped their last 2, and probably would do anything to get this one here in Lawrence.
2-1 pitch. Amezcua around on that one quickly. 2-2. Fouled away. Amezcua called out on strikes. Peyton Tanner with the strikeout.
What a nice job by Peyton Tanner. That count goes to 3-2. She gets that pitch on the outside part of the plate to get the first out of the inning for the Bears.
Ainsley Linduff, the number 9 hitter for Kansas. Looks at ball 1. She doubled in the 2nd inning. A fly out in the 4th. Up high. Strike called, 3-1. Three and 2. Tanner battling back. Into left field. Gussman turned, took an extra step, and made the play. 2 away. That wind has really picked up now, blowing out to left field and down the left field line. Made that play a little more exciting, I think. You can see the flags. Presley Limbaugh leading things off for Kansas with a single in the 1st inning. I believe that was off Limbaugh. A 1 pitch. 1-1.
See the outfield on Presley Limbaugh is going to be shifted to the left, the right fielder over as well.
2-1. Into left field. Gussman was in shallow, but retreats and makes the play. 3 up, 3 down for the Jayhawks. We're going to the 7th, tied up at 4 here in Lawrence. The dance, maybe not the drink. Well, maybe both. Who knows? We're going to the top of the 7th inning. Ground ball. Haley Kripe with a long throw to first. In time. Great play from Haley Kripe. I think Baylor would like a second look.
Yeah, what a great play by Haley Kripe. As you can see over in the 5-6 hole there. Knows she doesn't have a lot of time. Amber Tovin.
Baylor's going to challenge, and I think they're going to win that one.
Yeah, great challenge.
Effort from Haley Kripe.
Absolutely, what a great effort, and definitely think head coach Glenn Moore might get this one back.
Would be the second hit of the day for Amber Tovin. Our Rock Chalk video crew all over this. Pretty clear there. I would think it'd be a pretty quick decision.
After review, the call has changed. Runner is safe. Field has 1 challenge remaining.
So Tovin, it's a leadoff single, and it's the number 4 hitter, Leah Cran. Big jump at first base from Tovin. As Cran looks at a ball. Single in the 3rd inning. She's walked and struck out. One and one. Good pitch from Lila Partridge. 1 and 2. Down low. Mesqua does good to find it. Keeps the runner at first, 2 and 2. In foul territory, Anna Souls giving chase. Tough play. Right at the Baylor dugout.
As you mentioned earlier, this wind is playing a little more of a factor. She tries to get to that dugout. She takes a few steps back and tries to create some more space. I'm sure she wants that one back.
Blowing that ball back into play. So it'll be a 2-2 count with one on and nobody out. Leah Cran getting some words from her head coach Glenn Moore and steps back in. Inside, we're full 3-2. On the ground, cut off by Stafford over to second for one. Jayhawks do well to get the lead runner. Good play from Stafford.
It's a really good play by Caden Stafford. As you can see, the ball's going to take her that way. But again, when you're this close of a game, they're going to challenge this play again.
Baylor is challenging the call at second base. The following play is under review.
It was a close play. Boy, that's close.
And the call on the field was out at second base. Therefore, they have to have conclusive evidence to be able to overturn that. And when you have a challenge left, with potentially would lead you to no outs, runners on first and second, there is no doubt in my mind and head coach Glenn Moore that you're going to use it here.
You want your third baseman to take that ball, though, right? The third baseman is cutting across the infield and has a straighter throw. In the hole, Haley Kreip's got to grab that and try to get it across the infield.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Whether she opts to go to second or first, it doesn't matter either bag. You're definitely wanting your third baseman to come across the diamond, cut that slow roller off, to be able to make that play. And like I said, ultimately, you still want her to make that play, even if you would decide to go to first base there. And this call is very, very crucial coming down into the top of the seventh in this game.
The umpire's taking a long look at this one behind the fence. Again, the call in the field was out at second base, so we have a decision. Okay, so a big out for Kansas in the last Baylor challenge.
The second baseman, Faith Piper.
So one down, runner at first for Faith Piper. If I heard Megan Rabin just before she cut her mic, I think she said the foot was still in the air as she was explaining the call to the first base coach.
Yeah, and when you're making a call like that, they're looking at two things. Either they're coming back and they're saying the call stands, which means they can't find any evidence to be able to change it, or the call is confirmed, which means they have found the evidence they need to 100% prove that that call remains, and there the call was confirmed on the field.
1-1 pitch. Fouled away. One and two now to Piper. Right back up the middle. Haley Kripe with the grab. Over to first, double play. Another big defensive play by Haley Kripe. And we're going to the bottom of the seventh. Still tied at 4. Jayhawks here in the bottom of the seventh, tied up 4-4 with Baylor. The third and deciding game of this series. Oh, Boyer with a pair of walks already today. Peyton Tanner goes outside, 2-0.
If you're Kansas, this is exactly where you want to be in your lineup. 2, 3, 4, your RBI producing hitters.
3-0 now. Baylor extra careful with Ella Boyer. She draws her third walk of the game. It's an interesting situation. I mean, certainly you don't want to put the winning run on base, but I'm not sure you want to give Ella Boyer a chance to win it with a swing there.
Yeah, they've had success in this game. You know, you and I were just talking about with pitching around Ella Boyer and being able to stay in the game. You're exactly right. You don't want to put her on, but I think in a situation you have to be able to make somebody else do it.
The bunt is popped up there by Anna Souls, and Baylor all over it, so it'll be one down and the runner still at first base. Here's Caden Stafford. Hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. KU's number 4 hitter. (3-0). Stafford draws a walk. A potential winning run. Moves over to second base for Haley Kripe. I think we're going to see a change here for Baylor. Or perhaps all hands on deck conference call.
I do believe we are going to see a change in the circle late here for Baylor.
Alexi Warnke preparing to take over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baylor, number 8, Lexi Warnke.
Sophomore pitcher in a big situation here.
Yeah, Lexi Warnke, she had an arm injury, so she's working back to kind of where she needs to be. Typically not a complete game pitcher, but she has good stuff, some of the best ball movement on this Baylor pitching staff. She'll hit high 60s at times, and I think here for Baylor, just seeing another arm as you go through this Kansas lineup is kind of what they're looking for.
Ella Boyer will be at second base. Caden Stafford, who just drew the walk, will be at first. And Haley Kripe, the Kansas shortstop, number 5 hitter, who homered in the second inning, steps in.
How much fun has this been today? All these games have been close, no matter what kind of games they are. But as you can see, both of these teams want this one really bad to win the series, and it's been fun to watch this far.
We've seen Ella Boyer in the 5th inning scored that run. She holds the Kansas Hopes now at second base. 1 down, 2 on. Outside to Kripe. Up the middle, base hit. Here comes Boyer around third. The throw to home is there. Great throw from Brooklyn Carter to get Ella Boyer at the plate.
That throw couldn't have been much better from Brooklyn Carter. And as you can see, head coach Jennifer McFalls pops up. She's going to want an immediate challenge.
Oh. Well, Jennifer McFalls has a great angle at this. Man, that is a close play.
That is a really close play, and as you can see, I don't know, she might have been 5 feet from home plate with Ella Boyer right on top of that play. And with a game this close, you're going to try to use a challenge. Really good tag as well by Waddell.
Boyer's lead foot is in the air there. I think if that lead foot can touch the plate, I think she's safe.
Yeah, as you can see, that tucked foot kind of gets caught behind her a little bit there. which allows Avery Waddell some time. It's a really, really close play, and the play on the field was called out at home.
Our umpiring crew taking a good long look at this one. But Jennifer McFalls was right down the line. I think she had the best look in the ballpark at that play.
Yeah, I think if she had the chance to run home as well, she was right there with her.
She was ready to score the run, yeah.
You know, you said the umpires are taking a really close look. This is ultimately the game deciding factor right here on whether they change this call or not.
I'm not sure you can overrule based on what we've seen there. The call that was made on the field. If it stands, Kansas will still have the winning run at third base. But let's wait and see.
So behind the fence, they are looking for conclusive evidence that they can overturn this call from any angle.
One more look at it. Ella Boyer with the slide. It's just hard to see where that tag comes in.
And no matter which way this call goes, you're going to see some heightened fans in this area when it comes down to the wire in the bottom of the seventh. I know they're probably on the edge of their seat. Heck, I'm on the edge of my seat up here waiting for the call.
This would decide the series. And we have a decision.
After review, the call stands. Kansas has one challenge remaining.
Certainly worth another look. The Jayhawks will have a pinch hitter here, I believe. September Flanagan will hit for Campbell Bagshaw. And again, the winning run still at third base.
For the Jayhawks, number 12, September Flanagan.
First and third. Caden Stafford, the one that matters at third base. Lexi Warnke looks in. Up high, ball one to the pinch hitter. I think Baylor is going to put Samaya Jones back out in right field. More coverage for Baylor in right field. 1-0 pitch. 1-1. Into short right. Could be trouble. A diving attempt from Jones. She can't get there, and the Jayhawks win it. September Flanagan with a clutch pinch hit gives the Jayhawks the series.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be the hardest hit ball, and good for September Flanagan. She started game one yesterday, gets a game off, and she comes in today to make things happen. Steps in with confidence and just a little base hit. The Jayhawks continue their 5th conference series win. What a weekend of great softball.
Kansas softball this afternoon. Kansas softball is back in action.
The Jayhawks take it 5-4. That improves them to 10-5 in the conference. Their 29th win of the season. September Flanagan gets this one into short right field. Samaya Jones with a great effort. Just can't quite get there. Caden Stafford comes across with the winning run. And the Jayhawks take it 5-4. Big win for Kansas, especially on Alumni Day. Good crowd. And as you mentioned, their 5th straight conference series.
Yeah, it's exactly how you want to end things at a Roach Ballpark. A beautiful day, and they come away with a win here late.
The Jayhawks celebrating with the alma mater. And a lot to celebrate today. 2 big home runs in that 2nd inning. Haley Kripe with a solo shot. Ava Wallace followed up. Baylor had taken a 2-0 lead. Kansas tied it at 2. Baylor back on top with a run in the 3rd. Kansas scored 2 in the 5th. Baylor answered with 1 in the 6th. And the winning run for Kansas here in the bottom of the 7th. Kansas able to get the 5-4 victory. And we're going to talk to the hero of Game 3, September Flanagan. Joins us from behind home plate. September, congratulations. I can't imagine a tougher spot for a pinch hitter as you're sitting there through the game waiting for your opportunity, and you come in there with the winning run at 3rd base in the bottom of the 7th. What's that feeling like? What's that at bat like?
I had a talk with Coach McFalls before this game, and she was saying, trust yourself, trust your team, stay confident. And that's what I was telling myself in the box, is just to stay confident and trust myself.
Awesome, September. You know, you get the start in Game 1. Maybe things didn't go the way you wanted them to in Game 2, but you step in here when it mattered most to be able to get the job done. Kind of what's your approach? Were you looking for anything specific pitch-wise?
Everyone told me out and away. Hitting coach told me out and away. Haley Kripe said out and away, so I knew what I was looking for.
September, this is a big win, obviously, to take the series and to keep you guys where you want to stay in those Big 12 standings. And looking ahead, can you wrap your arms around yet how big a win this was for you guys on Alumni Day?
This is huge. It's huge. It's something that the team's wanted for so long, and we just are going to keep pushing and keep pushing and hopefully get in the top 25 soon.
September, congratulations. Big hit there, and Kansas gets the 5-4 win. Congratulations. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
September Flanagan, nice enough to join us after the pinch hit. And they gave the Jayhawks the win. Big thank you to our Rock Chalk Video crew, led by our producer-director, Curtis Lorenz. Big thank you as well to the KU Sports Information Department. The GOAT, Chris Tyson, joining us today. Thank you for all your help. Casey Williams, always a pleasure seeing you.
Absolutely.
The Jayhawks delivered with a victory. For Casey, I'm Lee Fleisig saying so long from Lawrence, where Kansas wins at 5-4. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Kansas takes the series 5-4.